Anyway, let's go back here. Let me try to check. Sunday, September 26th, going into the 27th. And whatever. A nice little drive. The one thing I made through the weekend. I'm in the jacuzzi, so to the front of the house, and just wanted to change it. Slight changes and safe anyway, because I barely opened up the curtains to be able to see out. Because people so nosy. And I barely in the house, so I got it out in my room. Run money in there, you see the hot box, and the cool spot. So anyway, got it out the window. I'm always suspicious, and she's like, there's butterflies in the house, somebody gonna die, so I don't really know what to think about it. I'm not too suspicious, but some of the stuff that she would say would just, I don't know. Anyway, I was speaking on that because, I spoke about, not being able to open the curtains so much because people so damn nosy. I don't want to say nosy. Excuse me. Oh, if people wouldn't be so messy. And just thinking about, I wasn't going to talk about nothing about this Kelly Price situation, happening or whatever. I just, you want to hope for the best and, hope that the other girl, whatever. A lot of people call her a diva and you got a bad attitude with that thing. That could be people's opinion. Some people may be sensitive and you don't feel it easy, but, um, um, just my thoughts and my feelings about it is that she just probably want people to mind their business. For one, she's a full grown woman. She went off and got married to a dude or whatever and didn't invite nobody and didn't tell nobody. And she just, and then it's been, if she done did it up to this point and ain't told nobody, and prior to this incident right here, and her supposed to be missing and all that, she just want y'all to find out their business. That's what I think. That's what it seems like to me. And I can relate to that because, like I said, people be messy. They want to get in your business with bad, ill intentions. They're not trying to get in your business to be helpful and supportive. They just want to know how you doing. You doing better than them. You doing worse than them. You doing, whatever the case may be. It's like people don't have nothing else better to do. I have something better to do because I try to stand in. I don't want to say pride. I say in the Lord. I ride with him. I walk with him. You know what I'm saying? And God can do new things every day, or anything, do something new on the inside of you. And you and his relationship, it could be like something new every single day, and he can really literally help you mind your business, develop good intentions, learn how to be supportive of people without being, overbearing, without being, again, just letting the enemy creep in, and you trying to be controlling and manipulative. So a lot of people saying it's not a good look for her, and the guy is controlling her. And just, baby, let me say stuff. Kind of dealt with control. They spoke about it all on these videos on his channel. Neither one of them are physically around me, especially the main one that was trying to control me. But the other one of them is trying to be very subtle and control me using my child. The other one, he don't use the kids. He just do it another way and it's okay. Sometimes helping you to get away from your so-called loved ones and your bloodline and stuff like that is what needs to be done. Like, again, they're not even physically around you, but they help, well, especially that, like I said, the last one helped me to open my eyes to like, hey, some of these people that I grew up with, that I'm saying, that's my bloodline. I don't have to go sit around them every day, talk them every day, contact them. You know what I'm saying? We should really be living and doing, we really need to be establishing in our own little arena or whatever. There's just a lot of stuff that I've been through has me thinking like that. Like, we be actively doing something somewhere else that's going to be beneficial to the world and things that nature. So it's not such a bad thing. And of course, if the lady had COVID and stuff like that, and it's coming from COVID, and maybe even a bad case, and there's different effects on different people. For so many people was dying from COVID, you know what I'm saying, probably still are or whatever. You never know those effects that it has on somebody and how they recover. And so this what if if my husband, if I my husband or whatever who wouldn't be there with me, I might close until my goal is if it's grown children, I might close off to them too. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the relationship, but a lot of these roles can be so messy. You don't even want to be around them. That's sisters and siblings included, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I expect people to be careful how they put their mouth on her situation. They don't know. I see some pretty much messy queens that I just want to know. I've been praying. I've been this. Okay, you've been praying, then give God the glory. If you know you righteously and genuinely been praying for somebody, then you just have to trust God. At the most time, say, you know, well, I'm gonna just go to sleep. I'm gonna be able to sleep at night now. And well, I don't think she even. I mean, y'all give it more fuel and attention, but I don't even think she even cares for it like that. Um, I just sit back and I kind of laugh at her or whatever, you know. Hopefully she's okay, because it is those incidences where a man can really be controlling, a person can really be controlling, and you know what I'm saying. It is something detrimental can happen. Um, Speaking of detrimental, so funny because my daughter's dad always claimed he was a mama's boy, this, that, and the thing. He proud to claim it and this, that, and the third, or whatever. But he be a mama's boy to his own detriment. I just be like, boy, wow. And just, I mean, mama's boy, and then, you know what I'm saying, I have a whole daughter, which is, she's not even able to be around her mom. But anyway, that's totally just because it's not fishy stuff that's going on in the industry world, just fishy stuff going on and, you know, quote unquote, regular, normal people's lives. Um, but the thing is, you're not normal happens. So yeah, my daughter's enrolled in a school that I'm familiar with the name. I mean, of course, I can find the location and stuff like that. But I don't know. And we let her down what to do because stuff coming to my address, and I ain't enrolled my child in y'all school at all. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Evidently, he done enrolled her in this school, but he ain't took her to the doctor to make sure she get her stuff. To me, that's like, okay, I'm trying to, my daughter can get sick, stay sick, this, that. I don't know, because she's supposed to be a specialist. I have a problem with that, where this is what I do, so it won't get dangerous and crazy or whatever, so I won't risk being away from my other two children. I just have to pray, trust God with the results. Um, and that's even saying that much. The last time I dealt with just my dealings with him, it keeps me in the mode of wanting to pray constantly. So, and I know who I pray to and who I belong to, so you know what I'm saying, there's peace in that. But I'm not gonna say it ever feels like a curse, but I don't know. Feeling like is different than actually being. But sometimes it just feels like, oh, I don't really want this responsibility to keep on having to, or feeling like I need to just turn to God as far as certain stuff that should just be taken care of, or, you know what I'm saying, to me at a basic level. But thank God I don't serve a basic God. He knows the basics, but I don't serve a basic God, and it is what it is. He knows this whole situation all, you know, definitely he knows the end from the beginning. But trusting God with the results regarding my daughter, so it keeps me in a posture of prayer and wanting to pray. And when I pray, I don't keep on. Definitely at this point, I'm like, I'm not gonna keep on picking that up. And I think about my daughter every day. And again, now it's just certain stuff that's just coming to me and coming to my house. And I'm not even communicating with my child. My son did last week to her, communicate with as far as we think. No, it's her. Evidently, she's good enough to have been going to a school. So that's good news to me. But, and I want better news. I want to actually be interacting with my child. But, it's just funny. Cause I just feel like, don't use my address. I'm not cool with you. I'm not good with you. Do not use my address to do anything. You want to take care of her, you take care of her. I ain't use your name for nothing. Period. My daughter don't even have your last name. Period. So your name can't do nothing for me. It don't get nothing for me. So don't try to use my name, my address, no nothing. It just irks me. Cause yeah, that's his way of trying to subtly be in control. No, baby, you don't run nothing, nothing but your mouth. I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, that whole KP thing, honey, maybe she just wanna chill. They say she done got married. They say she done moved to another place in California. She probably got a. Then they keep saying an undisclosed location. As far as her getting her treatment, it could be very well be at home and she just chilling, and other people are not liable to speak about who their client is and stuff like that. She's probably paying them well, and just that's peace. I've been enjoying my peace with people not and Lord rest her soul, but with my grandma not showing up every day when she was living, she was showing up at one point in time almost every day. It's almost like clockwork, and I'm like, oh god. It was like it was another girl before who was calling my phone like clockwork soon as she got off of work. It's like, you feel like you gonna miss something? What is it? I can't even pee good. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna sound like that, but and then it gets to the point where you're like, damn, I don't even want my kids to depend on me because y'all done caught me and showed up and pulled up so many times and ain't nothing even going on. Don't show up in the well, I can't say that about my grandma. She did show up, but don't really show up in the times when it's necessary. But so I'm just like, man, wow, y'all, wow. Maybe that lady just want her peace, want her some good penis. And she thinks she ain't worried about that. That's me. But yeah, and just relax. Then I was watching this show called Fear Thy Neighbor, and I'm like, oh my god, it got crazy. The episode I watched, it got crazy. It was, what I'm saying, it was definitely heating up the whole time, and then it just got crazy. It's like one of the neighbors was definitely looking for a confrontation, and that's what I was feeling like. Now my neighbors to the right be kind of fishing for and wanting something or whatever, and I don't really give it to people or whatever, but I be feeling like you catch me on a late day, I might. But you know what I'm saying? You just don't want it to get all crazy between you and your neighbors, 'cause you don't never know. So who holding no weapons, just in the third. I don't do guns and stuff like that, but it's mainly because I feel like I got restricted from doing it. I feel like, God, that was just that. God allowed for it, and maybe he knows best. Maybe I would have went wild and dumb and stupid and just already been done. You know what I'm saying? Make sure somebody was up out of here. So and then it's dangerous. I hate hearing gunshots and stuff. I just do. Um, that does give me like some post traumatic disorder. I mean, not disorder, but post traumatic stress type feelings or whatever. But I watched that, and it got to a point where, he ended up trying to take the one that was filled with rage. He ended up trying to take his neighbors out. He then shot the kids and whoever he could shoot. Cause they killed his dog, which was his best friend. But his dog had attacked. It was vicious. It had attacked. That dog should have been put down, but yeah, attacked the kids and left puncture wounds and stuff like that. You crazy. You think your dog and you value your dog more than my kid's life? Oh no. Maybe I've been to set some poison out for real. Don't bring your ass over here. Um, but yeah, I feel like, and I know that God is setting things straight, and order in this world. Of course, a lot of people refer to it as New World Order, but ain't nothing new under the sun as far as God is concerned. He know all the tricks of the enemy. Now, yes, God is that God who can do a whole new thing that we've never seen before, we've never witnessed before. But we can't even get it right with this, with the stuff we got now. So it's like I don't know. He just like, y'all ain't even acting right. Y'all ain't doing right. I can't even let y'all get this ghetto. Y'all can't even let y'all experience the new. And that's my feelings. That's not necessarily what he's saying, but it's definitely you can tell that as the days go by, it's just can't get away from it. Perilous times. Oh, the other thing I was thinking about, my so-called best friend. It was so funny because she known me from back in the day, from when I was pregnant with my daughter, stuff like that. Before I got pregnant with my daughter, I'm trying to think. I, um, I might have met her like right when I was getting pregnant with her or whatever. Either way, uh, excuse me. What was I gonna say? Um, oh my goodness. I was thinking about her though. She was from way back in the day. She was, I'm gonna just say used as a pawn for lack of something better. I can't find nothing better to speak about it, but I don't want to make it seem like it was in a negative way. But maybe she was just used as a pawn and positioned by God, on my behalf. But I was pregnant. My daughter, saying I was at the time I was pregnant with my daughter, but um, my daughter's dad ended up going to this restaurant, I guess, like politicking with people that he met in jail and this, that, and third, whatever, whatever. I had been calling him all day, trying to meet up and trying to link up and speak to him and trying to just get some things handled or whatever. I don't remember the details because that was what 13, 14 years ago, whatever the case may be. Um, I was calling him, and like I said, at the time, my so-called best friend or whatever, she knew I was calling him. She said, "I remember you telling me you was calling him all day and you couldn't reach him, this, that, and third." She didn't forget that, and like to this day, she didn't forget that. It's so funny. Um, but she ended up being at the same restaurant as him, and she didn't. She knew I was calling him, but she called me. She was like, "Guess who I see out here?" And and it was like she had to let me know. For one, my hormones was already going. I'm not gonna say I was enraged, but I felt a certain type of way. Like, are you serious? You out here sitting down with them. We don't go nowhere, do nothing. I'm trying to go out to eat, but I guess the baby was not hungry. They might have been buying them the meals. They might have been, I don't know. Either way, and it was of course his drug friends, drug buddies, and stuff like that, and whatever else type of buddies they are. But that's neither here nor there right now. So she seen them, and I was like, hey. So it didn't take me long at all to pull up. I pulled right up. Like, I wasn't trying to cause a scene, but that's what ended up happening. And I was like, I've been calling you, and instead of third, honey, I just started trying to swing on them, all types of other stuff. It was just crazy or whatever. We ended up, it started in the restaurant, but then we ended up, like, out of the restaurant. The police got called. I don't know who called the police. Police got called or whatever, whatever. And that was that. Um, just thinking about the stuff, like, what I'm saying, when you want to plead a case and, like, okay, because the police pulled up and they was like, we seen you swing on or try to swing on him or something like that. If they witness something, they can, of course, deem you guilty. And I'm like, now they get arrested or anything like that. I think they just told us to go on about our business or whatever. But I'm like, damn, but I be provoked. Like, what do I do when I'm provoked? Like, leave me alone. Um, anywho, so, um, that happened. And like I said, she was there. She remembered. Oh, so he mentioned, he was like, yeah, you know your girl was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make me look crazy. Again, I'm provoked. Not crazy, but trying to make it seem like, yeah, you know your girl was crazy. And she mentioned that you know what I'm saying? That's what a real friend does to me. Let me know what was said. She's like, you ain't, he mentioned that, you know your girl was crazy, did you? And so fast forward, again we was talking and she was like, well, I knew that you had been calling him. I knew wasn't nothing wrong with you. It was him who did some stuff. And she is the type that, recognize game. They say game recognize game, but yeah, she's the type that recognizes it. So maybe she definitely the type that play. I mean, not even maybe. She could be. I'm gonna just say that. She is the type, of course, that can get petty. So I just leave it at that. And I'm gonna just say, as far as I'm concerned, she got petty when she felt offended by something and felt like, yeah, you couldn't control something or do something that you wanted to do regarding my life, and we're not gonna do that. But anyway, so fast forward to the, years down the line, 12, 13 years down, 12 years down the line or so, 11. No, it's like 12 because my baby was in my stomach back then. Um, and she always told me she remembered that he did that or whatever. And this is my thing. If you know that somebody doing that to somebody or did that to somebody, then you shouldn't even try to press no buttons either. Like, I just don't get that. Why do people, you confide in somebody and then next thing you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's unintentional or it's not, you know what I'm saying, planned out, but sometimes it's planned out. This right here I feel like was strategic. So, she came, she did some stuff with us that summer of 2019, and the dude she was dealing with, I don't know if I don't know, he just mentioned, y'all ain't never fell out, this, that, and the third. Next thing I know, we was falling out because she tried to, what is it? I don't want to say usurp, but like, I was talking to my kids, and she felt like she needed to repeat and say something, and I was like, no, honey, that's not how this works. They are fine. They can listen to one voice. They don't need to be hearing all that other. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. They don't need to be trying to bow to y'all. And she started feeling some type of way about that, and so she took the petty action, whatever, which I'm sure I mentioned it before. Took petty actions, and then so this is what I was trying to get to. So she then messaged me and stuff like that, and tried to let me know that after she did what she did that would affect my household and my life, I'm just letting you know I got home safe. And girl, at this point, I don't give a damn. Now, I would definitely wasn't wishing nothing bad on her, even with what she did or whatever. And what took place, I wasn't wishing nothing bad on her at all. Like, cause I definitely don't feel like she even did nothing. Um, that was that major as far as she did something major, but it just wasn't that major for me to feel like I was seeing red and wish death on people. And I was pissed off, I was upset, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not a person that's enraged by, and if you mess up with me one time or whatever, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, one or two times. That third time, baby, it depends on who you are, because some people only got one time. But yeah, but she was like, yeah, it was like a pride type of thing. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I left them behind. I don't know what they got going on, but I'm home. I'm safe. And this, that, okay, Hildy. God, this is my thing. God knows every location. So you can think and feel like that or whatever, but um, it's like the way you treat people when you cross somebody home, that thing can still show up in your neighborhood, on your street, and in your household, period. It was already stuff showing up in her household anyway, but I'm not going to discuss all that. But yeah, one thing about it, yeah, sending me that message and trying to make light of something when you did something crazy, like you involved the authorities, and so there it goes with, it's something about the black community, and then of course it involved the authorities when it's beneficial to you, but it could be detrimental to somebody else. It's not to really help the situation. It's to, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Sometimes it just try to make it worse. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just thinking about that because how dare you think that you're supposed to, oh, I'm home safe and this, that, and the third, when you just tried to do something regarding me and my kids, and then just I didn't recognize it, of course, when she was just sitting here chilling here for a little while, but it was like she was already ready to see what was going on here, what she could pick up and report and this, that, and the third. And I was like, what? Wait, what? I had said something about my kids, and she was like, she had this little smile on her face. Oh, he did? It's like he was ready to report something. I'm like, what? And then if I tell you again that this something like this happened to me, why would you try to get it to happen to me harder? Why don't black people or people in general, but like I'm speaking to black people right now because that's what I've been interacting with. Why don't y'all want something better for the next black person? Like y'all that damn deeply stressed and whatever else the case may be that you don't want something better. Honey, people got I don't even have a car in the driveway, but people got nicer cars. And people that have did stuff to me, they got nicer cars. Again, I don't have no car at all. Um, they might have at least some kind of peace in their house, or you know what I'm saying, at least by appearances. I'm not saying they do. You know, got food to eat, got this, got nice clothes, but this, that, and the third. And I don't wish nothing bad on them. And when you come for me, I be feeling like, okay, baby, somehow, some way, somebody need to be removed. You need to stay away from me, whether it's separation or whatever, you know. But I don't turn around and then sit back and wish like the people that have done the worst and said the worst about me. I ain't turned around and said and wish nothing bad on them. I was still today thinking, dang man, this person, you know, this person that did some trifling foul stuff. We could just be sitting here chilling right now, and of course it was about the jacuzzi and stuff or whatever. We could be chilling right now, and it's so crazy that like I can even still think about them like I'm not gonna call it crazy, but it's different to me that I can still think about them in that type of light. Meanwhile, you know, they try to do stuff to sabotage me, and they like literally conspiring, or I'm not saying actively now, but was actively conspiring and all that, and trying to plan and plot and scheme on how to. I do have a habit of saying overthrow me because I don't know. I just feel like I'm in that type of position or whatever. And I guess they see that too or whatever. But mm, all of that combined, the KP story and watching that stuff about the neighbors and thinking about my so-called ex-best friend, um, has got me more thinking about what goes on in this world. People are trifling, and you know, although I'm not actively up close and personal with my boys' dad, you know, I have peace with him not bothering with me. Um, More so with him still contributing to the household regarding his kids. And I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta tell them. I don't got nobody pulling up saying, oh, she getting this and she getting that. You know what I'm saying? And all my business. And somebody told me, and I almost wanted to say a wise woman, but I don't feel like she's that wise. But she told me, she was like, don't let people know what you got. But why? Why do we have to be like that to the point where I feel like now I gotta hide and I gotta build in private? Because if y'all see me building it, oh, you're gonna try to come knock it down. You're gonna try to take the stool, the ladder, just whatever out from under me. Why? That's my question. That's my feeling right now. But you know, maybe God give me an answer. But at this point, it's like I want to know why. But at the same time, I want that. Why can't that be done away with? Why do we? Why are we like this? I'm like, yeah, my kids should be in the bed right now. But um, yeah, yeah, they should be in the bed right now. But I don't know. I just paused because I'm still thinking about my daughter and how that stuff's going on. Oh, Lord have mercy. Be in the midst. Of course, you're on the throne, God, but be in the midst. I don't know. For a second, I was like, what? never thought about myself taking a trip up to this school, but I just do not intend on doing that at all because it's just I don't want to. I'm not gonna participate with somebody in getting ratchet at these schools and somebody try to arrest me because they don't know the details of what's going on. The cops don't know what's been going on the whole time, and I've been to knock somebody upside their damn head, or just I mean I'm talking about it could be a staff because I just feel like that's my child, and if y'all don't send her to me and this and the third, then I'm gonna have a problem. And not only is my name on a birth certificate, honey, I carried my child in this and the third, so that's why I'm gonna just keep submitting it to God. But yeah, and that's how I feel like no, don't send me no information about. I feel like God allowed me to have the information, but don't deliberately send me no information about nothing. You ain't communicated with me. Don't put my address on nothing. How are y'all using? How is she even going? But God be in the mess. If she needs rescuing, God, I just pray that you rescue her. You rescue her, you keep her, because if I try to do it, I will mess it up, and then again, it will pull me away from it will pull me away from my two kids, or worse, or whatever the case may be. The devil is a lie. So yeah. So on one hand, it's a peaceful experience, but on the other hand, it's like I do feel like, what is he waiting around, plotting, scheming, scamming, all that to do, to try to get me removed from my boys' life, or again, worse, just life, period. These would be some dangerous folks to be dealing with, but like I told this devious type person, I told their mom, I was like, well, when you're dealing with a liar, I know how to, at that point in time, I know how to deal with him. At this point in time, I don't know how to deal with him. I just know to take everything to God in prayer. And so, even with my daughter's dad, it's to God in prayer. You know, I'm not scared of them, but that's the thing. You ain't got to be scared of nobody get your foot into, you know what I'm saying? And for something to happen to you. Um, God didn't give us a spirit of fear, so, I'm not going to walk around and live in fear or whatever. Um, I love all my kids the same. I want it to feel like I'm not reaching for my child, and I am. I'm just doing it in a different way. I want the hand of God. He know her location. He know everything about where she is right now, where she could be laying resting her head, the address, the location. If God got to go in and allow the Holy Spirit to tear some stuff up because the enemy trying to be there, then so be it. Or just whatever the case may be. It is tough. So again, going back to the KP situation, it is tough. I'm sure it was tough, with them kids not being able to hear from their mom and this, then the third, or whatever. But I think God is definitely using that to say, y'all need to do more trusting in me instead of what it looked like, what it sounded like, what it appeared like. And y'all need to spend more time with me. Y'all need to pray, because I can allow something to happen, allow or cause something to happen that you gonna choose to pray, or you gonna choose to try to do get your own resolution, resolve it yourself. That's again why I know it's like, last year I prayed like, God, please resolve this thing. So the day that I asked God for resolve, the physical that I asked God for resolve, he already had it lined up. He already knew I was gonna get up and pray about that. So even with this, I'm asking God to resolve this matter, what's going on regarding my daughter, and what I'm saying, not being able to interact with me. Um, I really hope, again, I hope that it doesn't result in me just again being separated from my other two children, or again worse. But to God be the glory. There have been people that have said I gotta go. That was not the voice of God, especially for my life, but just that was the voice of somebody that I did care for and in a sense at times admired, but that it wasn't reciprocated. You're telling me I gotta go. He's now again. He said this more than once, but you're telling me I gotta go because you decided to add somebody new or bring somebody new to the so-called team, and you telling me I gotta go because we had another child together and it was another male. That right there, you know what I'm saying? That right there make you cry. Oh, right. Nah, but yeah, no. God has the first and final say. I don't submit to you when it comes to you telling me, oh, I gotta go. That's basically like a dude telling you might as well just kill yourself cause for whatever the reasons that is he's thinking in his mind. I did say, oh, somebody gotta go, and you know what I'm saying, it ain't enough room, and I said that because I've been here. I ain't left nowhere. I've been here, so I thought I had that pull, and you know what I'm saying, that say so. And I didn't mean that nobody had to die. I just meant that somebody needs to go because it's too many people. It's crowded. So this was me. And then, like I said, when I had another job, we went from wanting to sacrifice the first one, oh, let's sacrifice us getting back to God, to, I don't know, I guess we had that job because he knew he had messed up or whatever, and he got ready to do that job because he knew he messed up and had another baby on him. And yeah, during that time I had remained and stayed involved in the stuff like that. I didn't leave. Like come to counseling, he's like, oh yeah, oh no. I mean, it was just flowed out of him so natural. Oh, you gotta go. That's all I did. Like I said, don't want to be the person a third time to be able to say, you gotta go. I don't want my ears to hear it. I don't want, yeah, I mean, I just don't want it to be said at all. But then not only that, it was, you know, untouchable and all this other stuff. So it's like living in a world where you know, people they get into the household with other kids and stuff like that. And you know, um, so it is. I'm just like looking at it. I don't really think about it, but at on the other extreme, it's like if you don't want the kids, you just don't want me to be happy. You don't want me to have peace. I have to get it. I have peace because God. But I'm seeing so many people that just don't want me to have no peace. It's like this is my favorite tattoo, honey. You got peace? You know, KP. What's her name? Crunk now. But she is married or whatever. Yeah, hold on for your peace. And call y'all the names, Diva this, Diva that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that she's not, but yeah, whatever you gotta do to be some peace and get your health right and better and stuff like that. Some people are saying she's addicted to whatever it is she's taking after her surgery and when she got tomorrow. I don't know. Like, that's what people say back in there. I don't know, I'm out of here. Just want to speak on a few things.